okay, so I got in a really bad habit on vacation.
Yeah.
Because, so on the weekends, I allow myself to have coffee, like a lot of coffee, if I want it. Like, whenever I want it, I'll just let myself have it.
Yeah.
And so on the weekends, I'm like, I'll have 3 cups of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
On average, I'll have 3 cups of coffee on the weekend. Like,
okay.
3 is the max, normally. But during the vacation, my 12 days off, I treated every day like it was the weekend. So I normally had 3 cups of coffee every day.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So now when I'm at work, I'm like, I only had 1 cup of coffee. So now when I come home, I always have a cup of coffee. So I have at least 2 cups now. I should wean myself off.
Yeah, that's an addiction.
But science said 6 cups of coffee is good for you, and it helps
per
weight loss.
day.
I don't know. It just said 6. So I can.
Oh my god!
I can match the science to fit my needs.
And like crap your brains out.
Maybe I want that. Anyways, welcome to Tell Me Rune.
Is that the intro?
That is the intro. Welcome to Tell Me Rune. Tell me, are you not entertained? I'm your co-host Andrew,
and I'm Leilani.
All right, so I just want to preference this beforehand.
Oh god.
All right, so Leilani and I were talking. We both went on vacation, and this was when you start something, you want to do it for a long time. You like gotta ease into it, and you kind of like have to mold it while you learn on the way, right?
Okay.
So that's how we've been doing this podcast thing. We've learned on the way. We're really into movies. We're really into TV shows. I'm kind of into music. She's definitely more into music. So we were like, oh, tell me, are you not entertained? We'll just talk about entertainment, and we'll talk about movies and stuff, and we'll always talk about movies and movie news and stuff. And then we've been slowly finding that there's not a whole lot of movie news that we really actually want to talk about. And if there is movie news, it's either rehashed stuff and we don't want to talk about it again, or it just is boring to us and we just decide to just not talk about it at all. And we're not putting too much effort into wanting to put into topics. So this is how the normal week goes. The week before a movie comes out, the news is just, the internet is flooded with all that movie. So Spider-Man Homecoming came out last weekend. The week right before it, there's a ton of Spider-Man news coming out. Oh, this is in this is in that. Hey, let's talk about Zendaya. Let's talk about Tom Holland. Oh, he lip-synced. Oh, how much is Robert Downey Jr. in it? So, perfect example, we talk about it the week before. The movie comes out. We talk on normally Tuesdays or Wednesdays. And right after it comes out, the internet is still flooded with news about Spider-Man. And we don't want to talk about Spider-Man again. And there's not enough TV news.
No.
So it's just like, what are we going to do? So finally we just decided we like to talk about movies. We might not like to talk about newer movies or newer movies all the time.
Yeah.
And we don't really want to make this into a chore to where we have to talk about the new stuff all the time if we don't want to talk about it. Game of Thrones is coming out. We have to talk about this. We have to do that. We just want it to be fun. We want it to be light. We want to just make jokes and have a good time. So, Tell Me Rune we're definitely going to be referencing movies and TV shows and music just because we like all those things on a normal basis. It just may not be overly, like, the centric force of the podcast. We might just talk about personal stories one day, or talk about movies, random movie that we watched the same week and we didn't know, or whatever. Like, but we're not going to be tied to like new movie news or actors or anything, because this is our 15th week.
Yeah.
Doing it. This is episode 15. So 14 weeks. Well, 13. We've done 13 episodes. Last episode was with Jeff.
Yeah, that's true.
My name is Jeff. That That was like the main tagline of that vacation, by the way, in North Carolina.
Oh my god.
Was my name is Jeff. So yeah. So I just want to preference that. And it's just going to be like a kind of like a... We're still in the beginning stages. 15 weeks is... You could say that's a long time. It's like 3.5 months. But then again, doing something once a week for 3.5 months isn't that much.
It doesn't seem like that long.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're still in the beginning phases. It's not like we're not like, oh, we should be up at the level of, like, other podcasts that have 800 episodes and stuff.
Yeah, no.
We can't handle that. Plus, the ones that have 800 episodes normally have, like, famous people to help the viewers.
Yeah.
And the views and the listens tos and stuff, and we're just two people talking on a dresser. So
we're not literally on the dresser. We just have it as a table. So in case you're envisioning that.
Yeah, we're on a dresser.
Good.
So now that we got that business out of the way, but we're also on an iPod Touch this weekend again.
It's completely my bad. I can't find my cord after the vacation that I had. I don't know where it's at. I think I lost it at a hotel.
But I will say, these are super well made products because I would not expect an iPod Touch to be able to pick up sound like this.
Yeah.
And make it sound this clear. I remember back in the day when like tape recorders.
Oh god.
And they're just like they picked up so much.
Yeah.
Like like I think in Ghost Hunter shows it picked up like ghost noises just because it was just like how much more interference can I pick up in this tape? So yeah. So let's just get into it. We're just free flowing. We were talking different things about one thing we could talk about is how we need to buy MegaCon tickets, which we still haven't done.
Oh my god.
We still haven't done that. We've been watching YouTube videos. So this is how our normal podcast works. We work all day at a 9-hour job, an hour off for lunch.
Ugh.
And then we come to my house, and then we watch YouTube videos for about an hour, and then we set up.
That's because Andrew always has something to show me, because I really don't watch YouTube.
Yeah. And then we have a pre-meeting for about 10 minutes of, what should we talk about?
Pre-meeting?
Yeah, we watch YouTube videos for an hour to shake off the day. You know, you have to you come home after a hard day of work and you're like, I should take a shower. And then once you take a shower, you're like, I feel like I got work off me and I can free flow. And that's YouTube for our minds. YouTube's the shower for the minds.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So we watched YouTube for an hour, and then 10-minute meeting of, what should we talk about? Let's look on Screen Rant or Reddit. And then we're like, let's just free flow it.
That's how it's been, I think, the last, 4 podcasts? Something like that?
Yeah.
Usually we have a base, and then we free flow, and then it's just beginning to be just free flow. And that's it.
And it's tough to find a base, because it's like, you go to these websites, and there can't be news 24/7. Or news enough to make it, headline stuff. And, attention-grabbing things. Because it's CNN has news. But, after a while when you watch it, it's just oh, man, I can't believe she wore that to that presidential thing. It's what? Is that really what we're talking about? This expert, quote-unquote expert, is talking about this?
Yeah. No, I get that.
Or it's when True TV does the 25 dumbest criminals, and then everybody's a comedian. No, not everybody's a comedian. This woman says 5 words, and none of them are funny together, let alone separately. And it's comedian. It's I think you just picked her up at a cafe. I was oh man, we need somebody else, and I don't mean a woman. It could be anybody. I've seen guys where I'm just who are you? I've grown up watching Comedy Central and stand-up comedians on YouTube and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's I know what comedians are. This person is not one. I can do commentary.
Why don't you? Why don't you do commentary?
When people say it's harder than it looks, false. It's not. I could do it. I do it to football games.
Then do it.
And I get chuckles.
See,
and my dogs give me weird looks.
So you hate on other people, but yet you don't do these things.
How am I going to do them?
Then commentate. You can use this as a platform, and you said something about commentating movies.
Yeah, we should do what do you do on football Sundays when football season's up? We should do commentary on football.
Oh my god, the sport that I don't watch.
Where I'm yelling at the TV, and then, but that's a good, like, that would be a great, like, balance where you're just like, what are they doing? And I'm like, oh my gosh, one more time. They have to get to the first down.
I'm going to ask annoying questions.
You're like, you're just like, I like the logo on the other team, so I'm going to pick that. It's like, that's the wrong team. Please pick the Dolphins.
I would just do it just to piss you off.
And then you're just like, oh, that logo sucks. And I'm like, I know, they changed it to look like a bank logo.
What?
Yeah, the Dolphins had a dolphin, like, doing, like, one of those jumps, and it had a football helmet on. It was, like, really mad.
Yeah.
And then, like, 2 or 3 years ago, I can't remember, they changed it, and it was just, like, paintbrush. Like, to make it look like a dolphin. Here, I'll look it up real quick. But I don't know. I don't think we could put it up on this channel.
Why not?
Because then it's just mixed in. Oh, like, I don't know.
It's two different segments.
Whatever.
Versus free flow versus you're actually having a topic to talk about.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm just thinking
of, fights me with everything.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
We actually agree on a lot of things. Whereas another situation could be...
Seriously, you're bringing that up?
I'm not bringing anything up.
You're about to.
See, look at that. That's those are the two old ones. That's from the 80s. Mm-hmm. That's from when I grew up. And this is now.
I like that one.
This one?
Yeah.
The new one?
Yeah. Because it just looks weird with the helmet.
I don't know. It looks like a bank logo. It doesn't look menacing.
How is a dolphin supposed to look menacing?
Look at that.
Unless it's beating up something else, like a shark. Put a shark in there and it's like headbutting a shark.
Nah.
I like the new one.
Well, I'm glad, because we're stuck with it for another 50 years.
Oh, there you go.
Like, you know how many times they change a logo? Not enough. I think the Bucks changed their logo, but now it's just bigger on the side of the helmet. So the flag looks big. Yeah. The old logo was like a creamsicle color look that looked like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, I remember that. I grew up with that.
Yeah. Captain Jack Sparrow. No, not Captain Jack Sparrow. Do you remember Calvin Klein from the Pirates of Penans?
Oh my god.
This is timely references, but everybody. You never thought once of molesting an orphan.
Oh my god.
Remember that line? In middle school, we were like, oh, and I was like, guys, molesting means something else. Like, stop it. Act your age, not your shoe size.
You were probably laughing at
that. What was really weird is that our shoe size were kind of like our ages at that time in middle school.
Wait, how big was your foot?
I don't know, man. I've been like a size 10.5 for a while.
Holy crap. So your foot just grew to a 10.5 in middle school? Just stayed there?
You know how you do something for like 21 days and it's a habit? My brain is just like, it's been like this forever. When I have a runny nose, if I have it for a long time, I'm like, I don't remember a life without it.
Really?
Yeah. I'll be like,
wait, why do you have a runny nose for 21 days?
No, it's just like a long time. I don't know. I've never counted my nose. Like I've never had like a calendar. It was like day 6 of a runny nose. Captain Clock. I've never done that, but it's like, you know, you've had like a cold for like a long time, and you're just like, I can't remember a time where I was well.
Okay, I've had those moments. I love it. I had those.
See, that's the kind of things. So that's my brain always. So when like I've had something, I'm like, I can't remember. Like, I've had the beard, and there's, like, I don't remember a time when I didn't have a beard until I started doing YouTube videos. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, I remember that time. I'm never doing that again. But then I did it again for the cookout.
I thought it was awesome that every time you do shave your beard, and then you come into work, and everybody's like, what's wrong?
Really? Because nobody seems to notice. I'm always, like, wondering.
No. Everybody notices.
I'm always wondering, like, I'm like, people are going to find it weird. And then I walk in and everybody's just like, I don't care. You still work here? And I'm just like, yeah, guys, I'm going to go over there now.
No, everybody just talks behind your back and says something.
That makes sense. Whatever. I'm never part of the conversation anyway, so it's whatever.
What? Oh, whatever.
Whatever. I have a job. My job is to be out of the office 80% of the time.
Yeah.
But, it was good today.
It was?
Say that. It was, I will say, out of these last 3 days, today was the best day out of all 3 of them.
That's kind of weird.
It is weird, right? I don't know. But anyways, let's get off of work. I don't want to talk about work on a podcast. I didn't start anything. We were talking about dolphin logos.
I did have music news I just want to throw out.
Oh, let's do it.
Just real quick.
Are you going to talk about All American Rejects getting on Spotify?
Yes. Why? They were banned.
Because you posted like 6 photos of it.
I'm excited about it.
It was just like one post is just of the picture, and then another post is of it circled 80 times on Snapchat. And then the next one is it circled 80 times on Snapchat and going, this makes me extremely happy to the bottom of my soul.
I didn't say that
I love
to
you
the
guys.
Oh my god. So, I mean, I've been following them since I was 17. So it's been a long time.
17?
Yeah. Since they came out, was it 2003? Well, they came out 2002. But 2003, I've been following them. So it's been a long time.
Like, through the, like, underground LPs kind of thing?
Kind of. The first show that they did here in Tampa, it was at what used to be called the Twilight. So February 17, 2003. And that was best show. And then from there, I was just hooked, and I've been traveling to see them ever since.
That's pretty cool.
So, but it's been 5 years since their last album, which blew me away that it's been 5 years already. And so they came out with 2 songs, Close Your Eyes and Sweat, and it's a dual video.
That sounds gross. Close Your Eyes and Sweat?
Yeah. Sweat's a fun video. Close Your Eyes...
Oh, it's 2 different songs.
2 different songs.
Okay.
But they connect the video. Just freaking watch the video.
Close Your Eyes and Sweat.
Well, it's called Sweat, and then it goes into the song Close Your Eyes.
That just sounds like a weird, like, command.
Oh my god.
It just sounds like a weird command, like, that you would hear in, like, a B-rated horror movie. Like, Buffalo Bill is just like, oh, close your eyes, sweat. It's like, I don't know how to do that on command. Like,
see, I knew this was going to happen if I read it up. So, anyways, I think...
give me a jacket and turn on the heater?
Anyways, so just check out their music, Spotify, iTunes. Go watch the video. Like I said, it's a dual video.
They were number 1 on Spotify for a little bit.
Yeah.
Or the number 1 recommended.
Yes.
Or something.
I was really excited.
Because I've been going to Spotify to listen to Baby Driver soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
That some guy just posted all the random songs in order of the movie. And every time I go in there, it takes me... I don't know why... for some reason, Spotify like opens up on my computer, and it's always on a specific page, and then it always has me in the middle of Take It All Back. Like, for some reason, I'm like, I didn't listen to that last time. Like, why?
Are they like self-promoting themselves?
I don't know. It's just always on that, and I'm like, why is it always on that specific song in that specific area? And I've closed it, logged that, like, shut down my computer, and then brought it back up, and it's still in that same position. So I don't know, but I always click on it to play it.
It's a good song, though.
But yeah, go listen to them if you're an All American Rejects fan. If not, why not go listen to them anyways? It's new. You might like it.
Yep.
I've been listening to old stuff because my iPod Touch has very limited space, and I use it to record either podcasts or video stuff.
Okay.
So I keep a lot of songs off of it. But songs I do have, I have CDs of, so I just put the CDs of it on there. And I've been listening to old Kanye West at work. And for some reason, I was like, this is good. This is good stuff. Like, I haven't listened to any of his, like, newer stuff past Dark Twisted Fantasy, Dark Twisted Fantasy, which is an awesome album of 9-minute songs filled with tens of people. But, I've only listened to the Graduation album, it has Jesus Walks and all those other ones. So I've been like, oh, this is a jam. Why aren't all these like singles? Like, these are really good. Paranoid's amazing. I love Paranoid from 808s and Heartbreaks.
What was that song that you just found out today?
Workout Plan.
Yeah.
Kanye's Workout Plan. That's a great song.
But you just found out about it today.
Yeah, so what happens is I buy the album for... When I was younger, I would go to FYE, for your entertainment. Rest in peace. Except in North Carolina, they have one.
What?
Yeah, I went to the mall. They told me they had one in there, and we were only in the mall for 30 minutes. And then we left to go get lunch. And if you're in North Carolina, especially where they're at, you have to drive 45 minutes to get to a mall. So 5 of us packed into a car to go to the mall.
Mm-hmm.
We got to the mall. We spent 30 minutes in there. Then people were like, "Oh, we're hungry." So they were like, "Oh, we want to take you to this barbecue place." And so we left to go to the barbecue place. And when we drove there, we were like, "Wow, we've been driving for a while." Come to find out, we've been driving. We drove for a while on the way to their house, like towards their house. The house is now closer. And if we went back to the mall, we'd be going way farther back, and then had to go another 45 minutes. So we were like maybe 30 to 25 minutes to the house, whereas we would have to drive 15 minutes to get back to the mall, and then we'd have to drive 45 minutes.
Where do they live?
Just North Carolina. Country.
You don't even know the city? County?
Salisbury.
Salisbury.
Yeah. You know, where they make steaks? I didn't even get to see the steak factory. Anyways, so we decided to leave, and I was just like, okay. I saw they have a Best Buy in the mall, right next to a Bass Pro Shop, and then that was it. That's all I saw. We saw a Lego place. That was just a mall. I mean, it's nothing like crazy. It's nothing too fancy, but it's just like. But they were like, oh yeah, we have an FYE here, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna go spend like $150 on discounted DVDs and CDs that I don't need. I wasted so much money at FYE on stuff that I did not need.
What did you get?
I just bought a lot of stuff. Like, I would go in there and they would have sales. Like, I was the guy that got suckered in because I'd just be like, oh, look at all these sales. Look at this. This was marked down from like $50 to $30. I got the Alien Anthology set. I don't like Alien. I never saw Alien before buying those DVDs, but I was like, oh, it's pre-owned, it's $26. It's like 4 movies. It's good enough. And I bought it.
You've never seen them?
I watched them in college now. Now I've watched them in college.
Oh, okay.
But watching them in college, I was like, this is it? And then that's when we started watching Alien. We watched Alien, and then we watched Predator series. And I was like, Predator series is way better. I wish I would have bought that anthology. I even like Predators with Topher Grace that came out like in 2011.
I never heard of that.
Predators?
Yeah.
You've never heard of Predators?
No.
Let me see if I can figure out when Predators came out.
But anything with Topher Grace is usually a turnoff.
Yeah, the movie did not make sense to me. Okay, now I got a whole bunch of National Predators. Here's a movie. Come on. 2010, very close. It got a 64% out of 188 reviews. Yeah, it was a weird situation. It didn't make sense. Like, they were all on the Predator planet, right? And they were, like, walking around and doing stuff. And, like, I guess Topher Grace knew about the Predators. And he was sacrificing the friends, like, the rest of his, like, human people that were with him, his human posse, to them. Like, slowly, like, sabotaging them and, like, letting the Predators kill them. Mm. And then he, like, looked at the Predator and was like, I want to be one of you guys. I want to be friends with you. I was killing all these people for you. And then they just killed him. And I was like, they don't need your help. They're the ultimate predator besides humans. Like, it's like a close race up there. Like, they don't need you. I didn't understand why that was the plot of the movie.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
But I might be wrong. I only seen it once during a summer when I was back from college at home. And I was watching it, and I was just like, it was a free movie, like, on demand. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, oh. Like, I found free movies on demand, and I was just, like, playing all of them. I was like, oh, Predators. Ring. That's how I watched The Ring for the first time. Which, yeah, that creeped me out. I haven't seen the new one.
Rings?
Yeah, Rings.
The internet one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped at the
second
dead. One.
At that point, you're dead.
Yeah.
You put it on Facebook, it goes viral.
Exactly, everyone's dead.
Also, if Facebook just plays the video right when you swipe on it, guess what? You're dead.
Well, is it you have to watch the entire video, or what if you watch a little bit of it?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. That's a loophole.
Like, I always wondered about that. Like, even if it's like you're 5 seconds in, you're like, nope. And then, or...
I would have been nope. Because it seems like a weird movie.
Yeah.
After a while, I'm just like halfway through. I'm like, how much is it? And like, you do that thing where on like YouTube and like you scroll over it, and you're just like, oh, 4 more minutes. Nope. Like, I'll put that in the watch later, and then I won't watch it. And then 6 years later, you're like, why is this in here?
That'd be a funny parody.
Yeah, it's just to me that's just weird. I don't like that. But when are we going to go see Baby Driver?
Oh
as
my
I brought
God.
it up.
He's been asking me this like nonstop since Monday.
Yeah.
So for 3 days, he's been asking.
Because you said you
this.
haven't seen it.
No, I haven't.
And I want to watch it again.
I know you do for the 3rd time.
I know. Yeah, Joey. I was talking to Joey, and Joey was like, I was like, oh yeah, we were talking about Baby Driver, something, and then I was talking about Big Sick. We were talking about Big Sick, and I was like, oh, I really want to see that. I might try to go see it this weekend if I'm not seeing Baby Driver with Leilani. And he goes, how many times have you seen it? Like, is it that good? And I was like, I've seen it. He's like, have you seen it once in theater? And you're going to see it a second time? I was like, no, I'm going to see it a 3rd time. I've seen it twice. I want to see it a 3rd time. And yes. Like, if I'm contemplating giving it more money, it's just a really good experience. Like, and I want to get a different reaction from a different crowd at a different time. Like, I went to a Tuesday premiere of it in North Carolina, and it's like a really small crowd. It was already a really small theater, and there was a really small crowd. And there was a lot of teenage girls in there. I think it was because of Ansel.
Yeah.
And I was very confused by that, because I was like, I didn't expect them to be in it. And they kept on leaving the theater, so I was like, oh, maybe they have their boyfriends or something with them. But they never had boyfriends. It was just like a girls' night, and they decided to go to an R-rated movie to go see Ansel. Also, I don't think these girls were old enough to go see it, so I feel like they were nervous that somebody was going to come in and be like, hey, 12-year-olds, get out of here. This is the country. We have rules.
No, I don't
What'd you buy for? And they're like, Despicable Me 3. Well, get to it. Go see some minions eating some bananas. Oh, get out of here. No Ansel for you. But then again, movies don't give. Movie theaters don't care. I've noticed that. Back in the day, when me and my friend were like wanting to go see a movie, and we wanted to go see Saw 6, but we were too young to see it.
Jesus.
Yeah, Saw 6. It was Saw 6, I think. And we were too young to see it. I think we were 16. And so we bought tickets to go see Astro Boy, and then we went to the Saw 6, and like I never saw a Saw movie before in my life going into that. So I was just like, there's flashback scenes, and I'm eating Twizzlers, and I'm like, oh, those guts look like my Twizzlers, and then I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Who is this guy? And Jeff's just like, yeah, I've seen this. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. Is this 6? I think it was I can't remember now. Whatever. But, so I think they did that, but to me it's just like, who cares? No, the movie, ushers don't come around anymore. They're just like, going like, doing the old flashlight thing.
Yeah, well, I remember when I was an usher at AMC, and I remember having to kick a lot of people out. I think may have had a power trip a little bit, but...
You're ruthless. You're an usher. First of all, you're an usher, and then you're kicking people out?
Yeah.
What is this?
Well,
what is this movie theater?
I'm not going to say where I worked. But...
I've never seen an usher before.
Really?
Is it the same people that walk in and, like, pick up the clipboard and then, like, write something on it and then put it back and then leave?
Those are us.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen them do.
Really? No.
I've never seen anybody else, like... They normally don't walk in, or I don't notice them. But then again, I've seen, like, the few that are just, like, they walk in, write something on the clipboard, and then walk out. Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm just like...
Well, the last time an actual usher had to be called in because when we walked into Baywatch, some guy was already in there sleeping, so we just let him be. And then some girls came in and they were trying to sit down, and then they were like, they didn't know what to do with the dude. So
the guy was in their seats?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
that makes sense.
They walked back. All of a sudden, here comes our girl usher.
Yo, dog.
And he's like, well, he was kind of rude. He's like, you have to speak up because I'm deaf. And I'm like, well, she didn't know that. You don't need to yell at her like that. I don't think you're deaf, but I'm going to take your word for it. So they had to call a guy to come in to escort him out.
Okay. See, that makes sense, though. Like, you need, like, bouncers.
Well, yeah. I kicked out kids because they kept talking, like, nonstop.
Okay, that makes sense. The thing I was thinking about ushers is, like, the guy walking around with a flashlight, like, going up and down the steps.
No.
And they're just like, hey, where's your ticket?
No. It's only when someone would come up to us and say, hey, someone's causing a ruckus in there, blah, blah, blah.
Every time somebody was being an idiot in a theater, nobody's called the usher on them. Like in Batman vs. Superman, when the kid was on the mom's phone playing Jenga, and the old people right behind him in my thing was like, like making noises and making the situation worse, and then like telling them to like put the phone down, and then the dad of the kid who's playing on the phone turns around and was like ready to fight this old man, and it's just like, what is going on? Like, no, like, there was no, and I don't think anybody was like, we should get an usher for this. They were just like,
because they were usually sometimes never to be found now. And then, yeah, because just like, again, in Baywatch, I had to tell a girl, yell at her, that I could hear her and see her on her phone as the movie was playing.
Yeah.
And they got up like 3 times.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'd rather just yell at them myself versus having to go tell on them to someone.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one scary thing, and I knew there was no, like, there was one scary incident in a theater, and it wasn't very scary, but it was like, so, me and Micah decide to, oh, it's the rain. Yeah, thanks. It's raining outside. So Micah and I decided to go to a movie theater on Halloween. We decided to be like, oh, we'll go see a horror movie on Halloween in a movie theater. And so we go, and there's like, the theater is like, there's nobody in there. Like, we bought tickets from the person outside, and when we walked in, there was like nobody at the concession stand, nobody inside, like, looking at tickets or anything. And we're just like the person who gave us the tickets ripped them already. We're just like, what's going on? Then we're like walking to the theater, and this guy with like a mask comes out and is like running down the hallway. We're just like, all right, cool. Come to find out they were having a Halloween party in the movie theater, and I was like, this is how we die. Like, they already killed all the patrons in here. They got their buddy to wear the outfit of the ticket sale. He's doing a really good job. He didn't just be like, hey, go inside. Like, he learned how to do the tickets. like I don't want to do any suspicious thing, so I'm going to type up tickets, hand them to the people, and be like, yeah, go have a good show. Don't worry. There was nobody in there ready to murder you. I think we saw The Devil Inside. That sound familiar? The one with Eric Bana in the zoo. Remember, he hears the Doors.
Okay, I wanted to see that one, but I was too freaked out to see it.
Yeah.
Was it good?
It was a little freaky. It was just an exorcism movie, like normal.
Oh.
At the end, it was just like a really intense exorcism movie. But the funny thing that happened was my friend would always play the joke. So it really freaked me out when they played the Doors. So, like, during the movie, if he hears Doors, that's where the demon would start coming up. Like, it would just be like, come on through to the other side. And, like, different Doors songs would play. And he'd just be like, oh, can you turn on the Doors song? And then the guys would be like, I don't hear anything. And so we'd be, like, driving, and Micah would be driving or something. And then all of a sudden the Doors would come on, and I'd be like, bro, turn it. I can't handle the Doors. And he's like, the Doors aren't playing right now.
Stop.
I'd be like, dude, don't mess with me right now. Like, change it. You'd be like, this is the Doors. What are you talking about? The radio's not even on.
Did it have a significance why they were playing the Doors, or?
I don't remember. Just to be weird. I don't remember. I've only seen the movie twice. And I've seen the movie twice.
Why do you see it twice?
I saw it once with Micah in the theater, and then I was chilling out with people from my parking job at the USF Sundome, Louisa and Sharon and Taryn, Sharon's sister. And we were hanging out with one of her best friends, and she was just like, oh, we can go back to my place and we can watch a movie. And everybody was like, oh, scary movies, the way to go. We went through like 26 pages of like scary movies. And finally they were like, Devil Inside. And I was just like, I've seen it. And they were like, oh, you've seen it? I really wanted to see it. I was like, watch it again. It's not that bad. I'll watch it again. And so it was all right. But now we got, I don't know how I feel about horror movies coming out now.
Why?
Like in summer. Like Wish Upon, and I don't know, Annabelle 2 is coming out soon.
Oh, Jesus.
Which, pass on these doll movies.
I can't do dolls. They freak me out.
I just don't like dolls in general. I don't like doll movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just not cool. I don't find them scary enough.
Really?
Yeah.
They've been like Puppet Master?
No. Master of Puppets by Metallica?
Not that, no. Just flip it.
I'm gonna sue you. No, I just don't like puppets. I just feel like it's a puppet. Like, I know there's like an entity or something, but it's just like, it's a puppet.
Okay, what about Chucky then?
I've never seen them.
You've never seen Chucky?
No. I've seen like when like FX or Spike or Sci-Fi has done like, oh, it's October, we're gonna play all these movies. Whenever Chucky's on, I'm like, I watched a little bit of it, and I'm like, ugh, pass.
It scared the hell out of me as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like... One movie that got me really bad for a little bit was Sinister.
I've never seen that one.
That one's a really good one, and it freaked me out. Like, it made me a little bit afraid of the dark after I saw it.
Really?
Yeah. I saw Sinister at the movie theater. Me and this girl I was seeing were at the movies. We paid for one movie at noon, and we were at the movie theater until 8 o'clock for an 8 o'clock showing. So we bought Les Mis ticket at noon, and then that went on until like, I don't know, 2 to 3 p.m. And then we found out that Gangster Squad was like the showing of Gangster Squad was on at like 3:30.
Mm-hmm.
So we went from that movie theater to Gangster Squad, and we went from 3:30 to like close to 6 or whatever. No, it was later. It was later in the day because we went and saw what was we were just talking about? Sinister. We went and saw Sinister at like 8. So it didn't get out until like closer to 10 or 11. So we were at the movie theater for almost 8 hours.
Jeez.
And we only paid for one ticket.
Nice.
So we were stealing.
Just moving out.
And so at the end, I was like, do you remember where we parked? And she was like, yeah. I was like, right when we hit that door, hit the unlock key, and I'm running to the car.
Jeez.
And I ran.
Was she scared at all or no?
Yeah, she was freaked out. We were just like, we're running. And right when we got to that door, it was like, the whole parking lot was just empty except her car. It was just like, we gotta go. Like, hurry up. We gotta move.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it freaked me out. It was really... I mean, Ethan Hawke, but, I mean...
You hate him so much.
He's just alright. He's not scary. He's not a good actor, in my opinion.
Which is fair.
Which... Training Day ended the worst way. Denzel should have won. Spoiler alert, Denzel doesn't win. Ethan Hawke gets away free. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Alright, so what else?
I think we've been on a roll for... Wait, how long has this been?
40 minutes.
So we got 20 minutes worth more to go?
Yeah, we got it as long as we want.
True.
But, I don't know. We're trying to think of a new way to, like, revitalize our YouTube channel that we just use for podcasting and small videos here and there that get copywritten. So we're, like, thinking of, like, maybe starting a web series. We don't know what it's going to be called, but we're thinking about doing like a small like episode web series of like 2 to 4 minute episodes. Some deep, some not really. We're thinking trying to make it a comedy thing. We don't know what it's going to be about necessarily. We're thinking 2 people who live together. They're not happy where they're at in their life, whether like at any point. Like I won't say unhappy, more like
I would say unhappy.
Like what's the opposite of content?
Miserable.
Incontent.
Incontent.
Uncontent. They don't know what the next step is, but they want to get to the next step. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
They want to be into the next step. So we're trying to think of how to be the next step in different aspects of their life, and they're going to try to like talk about it and maybe go through the episodes. So I don't know, we're trying to think of like something like that where we can cover our different facets of life. So maybe one day we're just like, oh, well, we can riff about love life or mental states. And when I say mental states, I mean knowledge. Like I want to be this, but I don't know enough knowledge to be that yet.
I don't know if we're gonna go on that route. But I know we said work, love,
food.
Food?
I don't know. Filler episodes. Remember filler episodes? Like filler episodes of like, oh, what's for dinner?
No.
No?
No.
No to the idea, or no that you don't remember?
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I thought I brought that up.
No.
Like, we can just do one-off episodes. One was going to be, like, all texts.
Yes,
like,
I remember talking about that.
Like, we're in the same room, on the same thing, but we're just typing back and forth on Messenger with our headphones on, kind of stuff, so.
We were kind of doing that at work anyways.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's, like, something relatable, something that we're not going to, like, have trouble finding ideas for. It's just figuring out a solid idea to execute it, kind of thing. We're thinking about doing that as like a web series, like once a week, maybe start off once every 2 weeks because of editing and scheduling until we get to like a good pace. Maybe we could do like once a week, see how it goes. Really not doing it for anybody but us. Do a little catharsis kind of thing. I don't know. We do that. Still do our one-off videos. Still do podcasting.
See, and again, I'm just worried about your schedule because your schedule is like crazy with editing.
Schedules.
You have schedules.
I have schedules to do nothing.
You do. I mean, you have.
I'm like Patrick on SpongeBob, where he has that to-do list and it just says make to-do list, and then he's like swipes it off.
You do have other channels and things that you do, especially editing.
True. But I'm getting into a good rhythm with that kind of thing, because the visual recreation, last night's video only took 3 hours, which isn't bad at all. Normally it took me like 6 hours, because I'm like being very meticulous, and now it's just like, okay, I know what I'm putting here, I know what I have to do here, and it's just like, it's like coming off really well. So I get what you're saying. Don't overreach. But then again, we're not trying to do this like tomorrow.
Well, I know that.
Or anything. So, like you said, we should have a good solid background thing on the episodes and what our characters are and what we want to do with them. You just go with that.
Because I really want the pilot to be really good. Because I think that's just going to be the basis that we jump off from for every other episode.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I have some ideas. But yeah, we should make it really good. We also have to think of like where to place the cameras.
Yeah.
And whatnot. And doing this and doing that. But we can make it topical if there's something in the news that we want to talk about or think is pretty like we could integrate it without like pushing it, like forcing it or anything.
Yeah.
Or we could do, we're not even talking about anything in the news. Like, I just want to have options. But I also miss writing a little bit. Because it's just, like you said, schedules. I used to do movie reviews. I used to come out with 3 articles every week for my one website. And then now it's just, now it's just a hub where I put podcasts on. And it's just like, because I write a script for visual recreation. I come up with a script for intermission. It's just like, all right, with those 2, and then having to edit all of this stuff, and then want to just chill out. It's like, after this vacation, I've just realized that I want to chill out. Because I had been spending a lot of time on my computer, coming up with ideas, and it's like, you know what? Just chill out. Just relax.
Wait, so this is going to be scripted, right?
So I wanted to do it kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm, where it's kind of like scripted, but we can improvise lines. Okay. Or if we have one-off episodes, like if we're just chilling out before the podcast, we can just like, maybe we're just talking about something we have like an idea of, and we could just like film a 2-minute kind of thing where it's just like, okay, say this, we're going to say this kind of thing, and we're just like going off. Okay. Kind of thing. But like I want it to be scripted, but I want to come off natural where it's not like, because you know how like some things come off scripted. Yeah. And then it's just like, oh, that just sounds clunky.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
It's like, oh, thigh? You touch thigh? It's like, what? No, nobody talks like that. Like, I've seen movies where I'm just like, nobody says that ever. And it's like supposed to be a modern times kind of thing. You're just like, no. Nobody would say that. Especially that character. So, that's why I want to come off. Like, oh. So, I don't know. That's something just to throw around that we're going to be talking about. But hopefully we'll get some solid idea. I can work on it this weekend. Come up with some ideas. Go to MegCon on September.
You still have to buy your tickets.
Which I'm contemplating. I'm not going to do it.
What?
I was thinking about vlogging there. Like taking videos of it.
You should.
It's just so difficult to do it because there's going to be so much noise. I remember going to Reefapalooza, and MegaCon I feel is going to be more jam-packed because it's not just... And I mean, Reefapalooza was packed. But I feel like MegaCon would be packed more just because it's more generalized to what people like. It's just like, just a film in there, and I'm going to have to do a lot of voiceovers because there's going to be so much noise. I don't know. It's just, and then like I feel like I'm being taken out because I feel like I want to have to remember like, okay, I'm filming this. I can put it in, like I'm gonna be thinking of bits that I could do in my mind, like oh I can make it seem like I'm doing this the first day, and then like I don't know.
So you just feel as though you're gonna be too much focus on that versus the actual event. Yeah. Makes sense.
Same thing with Chance the Rapper. That's why I don't have many pictures of Chance the Rapper concert because I was just like, oh, I could put this up on Instagram.
Well, that's why my rule is like only film up to a minute for about 2 to 3 songs and take a couple pictures of certain lighting, and then that's it. You're done.
Yeah, pass. I don't know. I don't want to feel like I have to be on, like constantly on, and like having to film and stuff. I just want to
be in the moment.
I just want to chill. And if a moment for a photo comes up, then cool. We take a photo. Mm-hmm. We just keep going. But I don't want it to be like, okay, then I'm like worried about, because with Reefapalooza, I was worried about my iPod Touch battery. I was worried about how much storage it was having. I was worried about, I'm not taking enough. So I'm going to keep on filming this a little too long. And then it's like, oh, well, then this. And then it's like, everything's jamming up. And it's just like, I don't know. And I don't know if I'm the person that wants to have a camera on 24/7. I'm cool with just chilling, and then like I'm cool with it mostly, like with the camera stuff. But I don't know if I want it on 24/7, unless I was on Big Brother.
I was about to say.
Then I'm cool with it because I'm getting paid.
Oh my god.
Stipend. And then if I win, then it'd be more money. Plus a stipend.
Well, with the things that you told me that you're going to do on Big Brother, I don't know if you're going to be on there that long.
I would.
No.
I would lay low for 2 days.
For only 2 days?
Which that's another thing we were thinking about putting up on the channel. I'm going to do like 70 small audition tapes for Big Brother, doing various activities. I was thinking about it too. I was like, I really want to do that just because it could just be like random one-off videos that I could do. And like one day it could be like, all right, going to the gym because I know the different cliques of Big Brother. If you don't have abs, you're in the nerd group and you're an outcast. But if you have abs, then you're part of the cool people.
That's horrible.
Well, it doesn't always happen that way, but you could definitely tell, like, okay, these people were put here for their physical aspects, and these people over here were put on for their, like, for the brainy type of people. And it's like, I want to be known as the muscle. Oh, God. So it's just me, like, doing, like, rigorous workouts. They're just like... And it's just like, I got one ab. And it's like, that's your rib.
Oh my God.
Going to the mall and being like, I like to start drama. And then, like, when somebody's just walking around just being like... Or no, like, I can blend into groups real well. And then, like, you could see, like, a group of people and they're all laughing. And then it's just me walking up to them going, like... and then, like...
You have to do your creepy laugh though, because you have a creepy laugh.
I do. I haven't done it in a while. I haven't had the need to do it in a while.
You just do it out of nowhere.
I would do it all the time with my brother. Like, he has this evil laugh. Like, it's just the diary room where people are just like, he does this evil laugh that really creeps me out. So that's another thing that we could do. I don't know. I think it's just like coming up with like small ideas that could be kind of entertaining. Mm-hmm. That could just be like we could just like chill out, just make a one-off video that doesn't. Because I think with the other channel, it's just like there's so much thought put into everything. Where it's like I could just have a channel that could just chill and like that box goes like the box goes video, the Spider-Man with DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah.
They had to shave like Star-Lord, that kind of stuff. So it's like, I don't know, just thinking of that kind of stuff.
And don't you have like the most views in that?
Yeah, so we just passed like 250 views on
Holy
how to shave
crap.
like Star-Lord, and I haven't even put it on Twitter. I mean, Reddit. I could get some serious views on Reddit. I was also thinking of wanting to do Robert Downey Jr.
I think you should do that.
Like now?
Yeah. Do it.
So I thought of that, but I was like, I could always end the shaving videos like I did with how to shave like Star-Lord, where it's like me like, oh no, I'm not this person, I have to shave it. And then I thought of like, what if we went out and I was like talking to people and they're just like freaked out by my facial hair just because it's like, what's up guys? And it's just like, because if you don't know what's Tony Stark's facial hair looks like, go look at it. It's way different than what you think it was. So in 2007, it was one thing, and then you go look at Spider-Man Homecoming, and it's a completely different type of setup. In 2007, he had the goatee, where it was just the mustache, not connected to the goatee. Did you find it?
Yeah, I've never noticed that.
In 2007, it was a little bit like. And then when the second one came out, it was connected at the edges of the thing. Then if you go to Spider-Man Homecoming and the most recent Avengers Civil War, maybe in Civil War, it's now like a bar underneath his chin, like on his chin, on his jawline.
Yeah.
And it's like, so it looks like he had a chin strap almost, but he cut the size of the chin strap, and now it's just like a little anchor down, and then a little anchor, and then go straight into the chin action, and then it has a mustache.
Is it like that? But then it's just cut off?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, he cuts the sideburn part off on it. Tony Stark. I mean, I feel like some nerd looking at this. Tony Stark, goatee tutorial. There we go. It's already getting views.
Oh, somebody already did it?
Probably. Who cares? Everybody does it. If somebody comes out with, like, has weird facial hair and everybody loves them, they'll try to mimic it. All the time. Gosh, where is it? Yeah.
Oh, I found this one. This is the eye rolling GIF, but it doesn't have the connection.
Yeah, it doesn't have it fully. Yeah. Oh, there it is. What? That's it. I think this is Iron Man. This is Iron Man 3. So you see this. This is how it normally is now. You see how it's like it goes all the way up and then it cuts off, and it cuts off. So it's like it cuts off here and then it just goes down. So it's already like up on close to his ear lobe, and then it comes down and then it jets up and then it comes around.
How the heck would you do that?
It's for me to try.
This is gonna be awesome.
I don't know if I'm gonna try it this week though.
Do it.
But what about the box ghost?
I say the sooner the better. I'm just saying.
I know. When are they gonna come out with another Iron Man movie?
Exactly.
I should have done it before Spider-Man came out.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Just, it's still in the headlines. Do it.
Well, are we seeing Baby Driver this weekend?
Possibly.
See, if I were to do Baby Driver or going out to see movies and stuff,
yeah.
Like, I feel like I would have, like... So if I do it and I want to have a different ending, I think I should do it when we're going to go out to go see movies or something. So
you want to see people's reactions?
Yeah, like go up to the ticket counter and be like, hey, do I look like anybody? And they're like, an idiot? And I'm like, no, I look like Tony Stark from Spider-Man. And they're like, well, do you want that ticket? It's like, no, Baby Driver, please. I really have no idea how to do the goatee, because there was one part where I wanted to do the goatee.
Yeah.
It's so difficult.
Really?
It's super difficult. I don't know how to do it.
Do you not have, like, the instruments to do it?
I do. It's just getting the right angles and everything. Luckily, when I first tried to do it, nothing connected, and now I have enough hair and it's developed enough that it can work. But I still think it's going to be like super difficult. Like, I'm going to go on like runs and it's just like, oh, dang it. Like, I'm just going to mess it up right away. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it.
Just do it.
What if I fall in love with it?
Then you keep it.
Then I'm a chubby face Robert Downey Jr.
You don't have a chubby face. Oh my god.
Chubby money. I don't know. I'll probably do it. But then again, it's like, so that was my idea for Infinity Wars, was just go through the different shaving of different people. So
yeah.
Even if it doesn't come out, even if I do the Robert Downey Jr. and it doesn't come out now, I could have it on hand for it to come out.
There you go.
When Infinity War comes out in like 3 years. They gotta do like another couple of movies, put in some more characters, and just like throw like, do you like 107 character movie? Well, guess what? This is gonna be 118.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but it's like, how do they think that's gonna be a good idea?
People will see it. If
you're a fan of like Star-Lord, you're not going to get enough Star-Lord in that movie.
Oh, no. Of course not.
You'll be like, I didn't see Star-Lord nearly enough. Well, this isn't a Avengers movie. Or Guardians.
It done messed up.
It is what it is. Ugh, I just don't want to keep it.
You don't have to keep it.
Everybody yelled at me for shaving Star-Lord when I was Star-Lord.
Well, okay, that is true. Because I was like, why didn't you keep Star-Lord? And then you're like, eh.
Yeah.
You should at least keep that one full day.
Well, if we're going to go see... We'll see. I might do it Friday. Do it Friday and see how it goes. Ugh.
So if I see you with the entire face shaved, that means you didn't like it.
And then I did. Well, especially if we don't do anything this weekend and we don't go see Baby Driver or Big Sick, then it's like, I'm going to probably shave it for the ending of the video. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Oh, spoiler alert. This video.
Someone's taking notes and they're going to do it.
They're like, I don't want to go watch this anymore. I'm just going to shave it off.
See, this way you need to keep it.
I don't know. We'll see. It's going to get copyrighted because I'm going to take some...
Oh my god, please don't play more music.
I'm gonna get voiceovers from that Paul Bettany.
Oh my god.
Where's my shaver? And then it's gonna be like, it's gonna be him from Beautiful Mind. Not even like.
Oh my god.
What are you doing? Like him from Wimbledon. Like, remember that movie?
Such a bad movie.
It was horrible, but it's like I just take random like words from that. It's just like I don't remember programming to say that. I don't know. I think the video will look better than the Star-Lord one.
Oh.
Like a lot better,
especially with editing too.
Well, that's what I mean. I didn't know what I was doing. That was one of my first videos I edited.
Really?
Yeah. Was that How to Shave Like Star-Lord?
And that was the first one I think you did a voiceover, right?
Yeah, that was the very first voiceover. So if you go watch it after hearing this podcast, it's super awkward at points because I just leave it, let it go for a little too long, and I'm like, it has to be 2 minutes, and it's like I could have cut that way earlier. But it's one of my first videos, my first copywritten videos.
Yeah. You got flagged on.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you use this song from 3 seconds into the end of the video. It's like, yeah, I know.
I put it in there.
I did it. That was my video. I edited it. Like, just flag it already. I wasn't going to monetize that anyways. I even put it in the credits at the end.
Nah, they don't care.
And I put it on the description.
Yeah, they don't care. It doesn't matter if you give any kind of credit. You're still using it.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That'll be something else to talk about. I don't understand how that works.
I bust out my literature from school.
Oh, I'll be going. Oh, 101.
Oh, that's not bad.
That was perfect.
Look at that.
That was perfect. But we're going to go on for another hour.
Oh, God. No, we said that we would never do a 2-hour special again.
Yeah. What was that? Oh, I know why. I know why we'd said that.
Why?
Because I messed up in Premiere when making the video. I didn't know where the settings were.
Oh.
That was one of our first. That was the 4th podcast that we did ever.
Oh, yeah.
And we missed a week, so we did an hour and a half to make up for it. And
that was it.
And I tried to put it all on one,
mm-hmm.
and I didn't know which thing to take, because it does like NSV TV or HD TV or this one, that
mm-hmm.
one, and I just chose one random, and then it wouldn't play. It took forever, and I was like, why? I figured all that out now, so we could go as however long we want. It'd just take longer to do the video file. But yeah, no, never again. I don't think people want to listen. I don't think we want to talk that long.
No.
Let alone people wanting to listen to it.
This is true. That's the whole thing. I don't know how far long people actually listen to our stuff. I mean, we can look at the analytics of it, but...
I don't want to look at the analytics of it.
You're going to get pressed.
Pass. But yeah, I think it's, yeah, so that's our first podcast. It's just, I think we did a pretty good job just free-flowing it.
Yeah.
We talked about a lot. We talked about Baby Driver. We talked about Spider-Man. We talked about Robert Downey Jr. About future videos, the future of this channel. I don't remember anything else.
Oh, American Rejects. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, listen to that. Listen to Kanye's workout plan. If you want to get that summer bod.
Oh my god.
Listen to Kanye's new workout plan from way back when on the Graduation CD. The Graduation. I love way back in the day. I liked Graduation Day, where it's the bear getting thrown out of the planet and it's like purple and stuff. Oh my goodness, that whole CD was great.
I like the song that they did with Coldplay.
Yeah, that I was about to say. Even with Coldplay, it was good.
You don't like Coldplay?
I don't like Coldplay at all.
Nah.
Coldplay's the worst.
You're horrible.
They're just mellow rock wusses.
Dude, you say you want to chill out all the time, so they're kind of like that.
And then Chris Martin going through his divorce with Gwyneth Paltrow, and he looks so looked like a defeated puppy. It's like, bro, she's not worth it. Let it go. It just was bad. So no Coldplay, unless you were listening to Graduation Day. I don't know anything about Kanye West's newest album or newer albums, so I'm not endorsing him for those, but up to my Twisted my Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's a good one. Those are I approve all of those. Just to let you know, Kanye, I got your back.
Oh wow.
On those. Anything you've said recently, I don't approve. I don't approve of anything.
He's going through a rough patch.
Why?
I don't know. It's Kanye. He always goes through a rough patch.
Oh, yeah. He's got 2 kids, a wife, money,
Yeah.
fame.
Fame and money doesn't always buy you happiness.
Shoes.
Shoes does, yes.
He's gotten $700 pairs of shoes.
God.
He only makes like 200 of them. People go nuts for him.
I don't think he makes it. I think probably children in Cambodia does.
Yeah, with the guy's name on him.
Yeah, that's all that counts.
DeAndre Hopkins, a wide receiver in the NFL, got fined like $10,000 for wearing Yeezy cleats. And his rebuttal was, I will never wear Yeezy cleats again on the field unless Kanye wants to pay my fines. Kanye has yet to talk about it.
Aw.
So.
That sucks.
Get on it, Kanye. This is only from week 3 of last year's NFL season. It was like over 20 weeks ago. Way long. The football season's like 16 weeks. So it's like even longer. But anyways, that's the Tell Me Rune podcast this week. I've had a great time. Have you had a good time?
Yes.
Good. I feel great. This is going to be fun. You can catch us next week where we'll talk about whatever we want. We don't even have to try to allude to anything.
No borders now.
Podcast with no borders. That's probably taken.
He's trying to change our name.
Yeah, well, we do it early when nobody listens to us.
It'll be the lost episodes.
The lost episodes that were in plain view.
pretty much.
Anyways, so this is Tell Me Rune, episode 15. Join us next week for Tell Me Rune, episode 16. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Leilani.
And join us next week when we talk about stuff.
That's horrible.
Yeah! Off.